Welcome one and all, this is the Peace Dealer, and in this video we're going to talk about Lilith in the 10th house. When Lilith is in the 10th house in astrology, this makes someone highly ambitious. These people are constantly obsessed over what they want to succeed in life and over what reputation they want from people. Now, whether they want this or not, they're always going to get this reputation in public of being a slut or being this very sexual individual. You know, this could suck for many people because a virgin can have this position, but they're going to have the reputation of being a slut because even if they're the most proper person and they don't necessarily act suggestive, the perception people have of them, Lilith and 10th people usually, more often than not, are sexy. There's this like sharpness to them, and when they go out in public, when they dress, they're able to express that eroticism, even if it usually happens without them trying though. And a lot of this perception is received, although those people with Lilith in the 10th who know this can capitalize, and successful people with Lilith in the 10th capitalize on this. And they know how to take that negative perception and make it work in their favor. Lilith in the 10th house individuals, like I said, they garner that reputation for being overly sexual because honestly, it's hard to put it into words because the same person could do the same thing, but just it being on their 10th house cusp filters public perception through that. So you'll find a lot of these people deal with nasty rumors. It doesn't have to do with sex too, just that vibration of Lilith. It brings nasty rumors to people. Most stuff that they never do too. Brings a lot of jealousy. All right, woman with I've been trying. I noticed I said in the original video for Lilith, there's a difference between the woman's Lilith and the male's Lilith. And then throughout the Lilith videos, I haven't really been, specifying the differences between men and women. But Lilith in the 10th, there's a huge difference. Like men with Lilith in the 10th house, they really, really, really are attracted to domineering, bossy women. And not necessarily a bad bossy way, but like very domineering, very bossy, very like erotic in their bossiness. Like they're very in control but sexy too, which is one thing. Like the man's Lilith in the 10th house is going to filter the type of woman he perceives in that role and give him a certain weakness towards those type of women. But women with Lilith in the 10th house, this is how they're going to appear, but they're going to attract a lot of jealousy. Right? A lot of their friends will be insecure of them. They're always going to have to deal with people, always at the back of their head thinking, oh, this lady's trying to steal my boyfriend. This lady's trying to steal my husband. Oh, this lady's trying to talk to the same guy I'm talking to. Because you always find that most of the men that are around there are always looking at a Lilith in the 10th house person like, damn, I'm trying to smash. Like, oh, wow, this woman is sexy. And it could look like, oh, this person is playing everyone, but that's just the filter they have over that, mid-heaven point. It also makes, it could allow people to take advantage of that kind of energy for positions of power. The negative manifestation of this is over-ambitiousness, but being willing to step over anyone and anything just to really get some power and respect. So like Lilith and Capricorn, it could attract people who are also like that, who will lack integrity, because Capricorn is all about integrity. So Lilith here will challenge and tempt that, tendency to really do things positively. So dangerous thing about Lilith in the 10th is these are people who are really likely to get caught with public scandals. But even more so, they can be wrapped up in scandals they had nothing to do with. It's just because that Lilith is there. They attract so much drama. They always have people talking about them. But these people could be they have a reputation for being very sexy because they're very sexy too. And there's this like brashness that they present to the world where they're not necessarily afraid of what other people think. However, it is easy to have a Lilith in the 10th and be so bogged down by people's opinions. So people with this position need to develop a strong sense of self and an internal locus of control, because it's very easy with this position to let the opinions of others like rule your mood and how you feel. So that's a bit about Lilith in the 10th. Lilith in the 10th house is a position that helps people garner a lot of power through unconventional charm. And really, it's not like Mercury, a logical way. If Jupiter was in the 10th, it's going to bring great opportunities to get a good reputation. Lilith, it could be super random. It's really just more her energy. In the 10th house, being more larger than life, having to deal with the consequences of being too prideful. That's one huge negative downside to Lilith in the 10th. These people could sometimes be very arrogant and have no idea. They can be like humble arrogant. They don't know they're being arrogant with their requests because they say it humbly, or they could just be super arrogant and just needing of a reality check. But that's a little bit about Lilith in the 10th, and until next video.